Hey everyone, this is the Trader Investor. Did you see that trap today and did you take advantage of it? That's my question to you. Because in this morning's video, I said yesterday was an inside day, today started to be an inside day. It was an inside day for the most part of the day. So there was no trade. So if you were patient, if you were patiently waiting until the right moment, you had a beautiful entry. Because inside day, I don't trade inside days. I don't like inside days because their movement is so narrow. I don't know the turning points. That's not clear to me. Somebody could say, hey, I entered here, got out here. Great for that person. But for me, I don't see it clearly. If I don't see it, I don't enter. So where was the area of manipulation and where was the area of opportunity? So last week, Friday, we left this imbalance. So I did not talk about it in this morning's video, but I had seen this imbalance and I had started to think about us closing this imbalance throughout the day at some point, if price was to continue down. But I was not in a hurry to enter that position as soon as price broke the 15-minute range for a couple of reasons that you see. At the 7 a.m. Pacific time bar, it broke, reversed. And then soon after that, 8:30, 8:45, 9 a.m., all these three bars broke, reverse. This is why I say I'm not in a hurry to enter. If you enter here, your stop way out here is a little too wide for me. So I don't like that trade. And for me, a break of this area is also one with a target of this liquidity area. Not enough distance for me, 415 to about 414. It was okay, but being an inside day, for me, $1 is just too tight. I know I always say $1 is enough, but it's too tight for a potential reversal, which we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4 times, almost 5 times. Now here, what I waited for is once price broke through clearly, closed below, well below the low of today, earlier today, then that was a good indication that, okay, price is starting to reverse. But no entry yet, because the low of yesterday was our area of manipulation. What happened to at the low of yesterday? What happened to this blue line that you see is a longer term trend line? What happens at the touch of the imbalance? All those three areas were together. They were collaborating against us. So that was not a reason to enter here. There was no rush. Of course, 414.40 to 413.40, $1, fantastic. But for me, that might be a quick touch and bounce. It doesn't give me an opportunity to exit my trade because I see this area of manipulation. So what happens? At the 11:30 Pacific time bar, price penetrates, momentarily reverses. So anybody who said, I'm going to go short here, was trapped. Especially if they put their stop right above this bar, because an hour later, that took care of that stop. If somebody had a wider stop, they were lucky. But why take chances on luck when you can take chances on higher probability? What's higher probability? Touch reverse, we don't enter. Touch reverse, we don't enter. We want to see a clear manipulation. So what is the clear manipulation? Is short got manipulated, longs did not get manipulated, but we have a lower high formed here. So that was my sign. High, lower high, lower high, lower high after this manipulation has taken place. Now, here's where the longs got manipulated. If you bought a call option or if you outright bought the SPYs and longs, here's where you got manipulated because you went long for a while. You had your stops maybe below this bar, and then the last 15 minutes, wham, the markets collapsed. The markets collapsed and they were at $2.69 move in one bar, one 15-minute bar. So when I see a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, low, lower, low, I was targeting this imbalance area. This was my target. Halfway through was my initial target. All the way through was my second target. But because it's the last 15 minutes, and because I enter at the low of this bar, when I see, okay, fully engulfed, price is reversing, 414.12, my target is 412.74, more than $1. That's my target. This has already been manipulated. Trend line, liquidity line, yesterday's low, the top of the imbalance, all manipulated. This gives me a higher chance of success. So I enter a position here for a 95% gain. Why? Because I was patiently waiting. Wait. Get a signal here, enter it, boom. Now, if you want to see a break of structure in the 5 minutes, it's fine, you can do that. But because I trade the 15 minutes, I'm comfortable trading the 15 minutes. Then I can say, okay, look here, one, then there's this lower high. Therefore, at the break of this line here, 413.74. So if we mark that, that's the break of structure on the 5 minutes, and we go back to the 15 minutes. Where was my entry? My entry was a little bit higher. But you could have entered here, 413.78 to the midpoint here, 412.78, about $1. Now, because manipulation is taken care of, this dollar I am comfortable taking, because I know it's going to go there, and it's the last 15 minutes. Even if it reverses, it won't be a quick, because it's not an area of manipulation. This is trying to close it. I'm willing to take this risk, even if you had waited here. But for me, because of my entry here, it was beautiful, beautiful day. And I did not go target 1, target 2. I wanted to go almost double my entry. So this gave me that, and I exited all 100% of my position. There was no taking chance on swinging this or waiting for more returns, which it gave us, but that's okay. So this is how the SPY is set up today. Beautiful setup, beautiful. Did you take it? Is my question to you. Did you take advantage of that setup? Qs, I did not even monitor the Qs, but it was the exact same setup. Now, the low of yesterday was far enough from the 15-minute range. My 15-minute range concern was yesterday's 15-minute range as headwind. So when I see high, lower high, lower high, lower high, I'm comfortable entering. Why? Because the area of manipulation is already taken care of. You go short here, price reverses, you're out. You go long because you saw this reversal, it gave you a little bit of happiness, and it reverses. So here was a good entry in the Qs. Of course, I was happy in my SPY entry. I did not even take a look at this possibility. IWM would have been a little bit trickier to enter because there was no clear indication of where we broke structure. Of course, high, lower high, lower high, but where is my clean target? My clean target is the mid of the 15-minute range of yesterday, the low of the 15-minute range of yesterday. This was my target, and so I did not break the 15-minute range. This is not something I would have normally entered, so I'm not going to say I would enter this because I'm inside the 15-minute range. I want to see a clear indication that I'm outside this range. I wanted to see this, and the test, it can go as high as here or even as high as here to test it and then come back down. This is what I would have liked to see. But you know what, when the SPY is giving you that, when the Qs are giving you that, then there's no need to force any other trade because we had a beautiful setup in SPY. Just multiply your contracts and you're golden. Diamonds, same story, same exact story. a high which is lower than yesterday's high, and then we kept making lower highs. And this area of manipulation, you can see it very clearly. Yesterday's low, this was yesterday's low. This was yesterday's low. It got manipulated. Anybody who went short got taken care of. Anybody who went long got taken care of. So you know this manipulation happens. That's why you have a good success if you enter at the break of this bar. You get this indecision bar, you get a doji, you get an upside down hammer, you get a railroad tracks. This is beautiful entry. Once you have said, okay, I'm making lower highs, area of manipulation is taken care of. A clear manipulation here. Very, very clear. Why is it clear? Because as soon as we broke, somebody would go short. If they didn't go short here, they would go short here because it goes even further. They say, okay, I'm going to go short at the low of this bar. Boom, they go short at the low of that bar. Immediately price reverses, takes care of them. And as price reverses, somebody else will say, well, you know, it's a low of yesterday. It got touched 1, 2, 3, almost 4 times yesterday and reversed. Beautiful. It did that again here. It gives me another opportunity. I'm entering here. But what happens? Because we're making lower highs, VWAP is below the 15-minute range midpoint. Price keeps making lower high. It's a down day. There was no way I would enter a long position here. And I hope that you are thinking the same way. This is just an area of manipulation. Boom. Shorts got manipulated. Longs, it gave them a short distance. How much of a distance did it give them? Some people who were quick, maybe they took this gain about $1. So it gave them $1 move. If they had taken their positions out quickly, it was okay. But for me, that's not an entry because I don't know it will go up to $1 when I know this is an area of manipulation. The shorts are manipulated, but the longs are not manipulated yet, so I'm not entering a position. This longs are manipulated here. Now when price reverses tomorrow morning, price enters here, I'm gonna enter for sure. If I get this tomorrow, I'm entering. Why? Because this manipulation is already taken care of. Now, tomorrow is a new day, new area of manipulation. What do I mean by new area of manipulation? This is the high of today. This is the low of today. So where do we open tomorrow in relation to these highs and these lows? Are we going to get some manipulation in these areas before price decides to go whichever way it wants to go? Are we going to get manipulation in these areas before price decides to do what it needs to do? That's what I'm going to look at tomorrow. But if I get a signal in this area here, it's a clear signal. Of course, I don't know what happens, so I cannot say, oh, I'm entering that for sure, because where is the 15-minute range tomorrow? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? I have no idea. I have no clue. So I trade what I see. That's why I always say, trade the charts, not your prediction. We're not in the business of predicting. We're in the business of making money. And the way to make money is to have probabilities stacked in our favor. How do we stack them in our favor? We wait for price to tell us what it wants to do. We want a clean structure. And yesterday was not a clean structure. Today was not a clean structure until we manipulated the area. By we, meaning the market makers helped us manipulate the area. We saw the manipulation, lower high, bam, we're out. This is how today was. It was exciting. I was not excited because I, did not trade Friday. I took time with my family, did not trade Friday, did not trade Monday because it was a choppy day, did not trade for most of today because it was a choppy day. Finally gave me this entry. I'm happy when I enter trades, but I don't enter them for the sake of entering. So sitting on the sideline, I'm happy I'm protecting my assets, and then I get a nice entry, a beautiful 95% win for today. I can't complain. All right, everyone, don't forget to like this video, and I will come back in the morning and do another analysis. and I don't know at what point, but I'm also considering doing a video on Bitcoin. There are a few things that I see for those of you who are into Bitcoin that I want to go over maybe later today or tomorrow. All right, everyone, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.